What's up, Brap Nation? I am Brittany and welcome to my channel. If you're a motovlogger or an aspiring motovlogger, be sure to let me know if you want more videos like this in the future down in the comments. And today, I'm going to discuss 5 hard truths of being a motovlogger. All of these points are really important, and every motovlogger figures all of these points out. So I'm kind of giving you an insider's perspective on this. Number 1. Content is hard. You know, you would think that getting on your bike, turning it on, going for a ride, and talking about a topic is easy. And it is sometimes, but other times you just run out of ideas. So before you continue motovlogging or before you start a motovlog, I suggest you get an Excel spreadsheet, start planning out your weeks. Whether you're posting once a week, twice a week, or every other week. Plan out your weeks and plan out the content that you're going to be talking about. That's what I do personally, and I've got up to 50 topics ready to go that I can just pick up and I know exactly what I'm talking about. Number 2, it takes a lot of time and commitment. Life gets in the way, and that's okay. I've went about a month without posting. You still gradually get subscriptions because they're watching old videos and they want to hear more. But the progress to your channel definitely does slow down if you take a break. In order to maintain a consistent motovlog, you really should batch record. And I know a lot of other motovloggers who do this. They go out on a ride and record 3 or 4 videos. Personally, today, this is my 4th video. Video number 4 on this ride that I've recorded. Today I'm just going until my GoPro camera dies. I really do need this experience talking to my camera, and if it turns out I like this footage, I'll slap it up on YouTube. This will definitely help me in the future when I don't feel like recording, and yes, that does happen. When you first start motovlogging, you're like, oh yeah, I ride all the time, I'll just record every time I ride, and it's gonna be super easy. Well, it's not. You do have technical difficulties sometimes, and other times you just don't want the distraction of the camera. Number 3, it's an investment. And I'm going to tell you the hard truth. Some of my fellow small-time YouTubers won't agree with me here, but if you have shit audio, as a viewer, it's really hard to watch. And lordy, wind noise. Every single motovlogger combats this. Now, Doodle on a Motorcycle has a video on her channel about her motovlog setup. I'll link that video down below, and in addition to that, I'll have other resources for you down below. Definitely check them out. Personally, I have 2 GoPro 7 Blacks, and I bought these cameras when the GoPro Hero 9 came out, so I got them at a really good discount from Best Buy, brand new. My point is, you want to invest in quality equipment if you really want to succeed as a motovlogger. I spent so many weeks looking for off-brand GoPros on Amazon for $50 to $100. But then I was like, you know what? If I'm actually going to do this, I'm going to do it right. I'll go ahead and put a link in the description of all of my equipment if you're interested in knowing what I use. On the other hand, if you're doing this to just link up with a small motovlogger community and meet a few people, possibly create a little community of your own, you don't actually need the best equipment out there. But if you want to end up somewhere with your channel, you definitely need to invest your well-earned money on some good equipment. Number 4, YouTube takes way more research than you would ever think it does. It's one thing to just pop a video up on YouTube on your channel and don't worry about the analytics. But if you actually want the analytics to be your friend, you have to do your research. There is a method to this madness. Your thumbnail and description should each stand out by themselves on their own. And here's a huge tip, in addition to all these other tips that I'm fixing to give you until the end of this video. When you're creating a thumbnail, think about what your viewers will see on their YouTube homepage. They're not going to see it large, like you do when you edit it. They're going to see it in a little 1" by 2" tiny square, even smaller on mobile, where most of the users are. And if you have red text, that's one of my pet peeves. Red text never works unless you have an outline on it, a black outline specifically. But if you have red text on an image as your thumbnail, that red text is rarely ever legible. Please, as a motovlogger, if you are a motovlogger, back up away from your computer, or if you're using Photoshop or another editing software, minimize your image size in the Photoshop window and make sure it's legible before you use it. Another bonus tip regarding thumbnails, you want your thumbnail image to be pleasing to the eye. You want people to click on it. I am personally subscribed to a handful of motovloggers. I'm a viewer just like everyone else. If I don't see an image that's really pleasing to me, that really draws me in, I don't really want to watch the video. Not only do you want people to see your thumbnail, you want people to click on it. So you need a pleasing image for your thumbnail. When people click on your thumbnail, that's called a click-through rating. A good click-through rate will enhance your viewership on YouTube. It makes the algorithm happy. In my personal research for my channel, Doodle on a Motorcycle and Her Two Wheels, they both post very dramatic pictures in their thumbnail, minimal words, and if they do put words in their thumbnail, you will not find the same words in the title of their video. Before you start motovlogging, or if you're already motovlogging, be sure to look at your competitors. Now, I don't like to call them competitors. They're really colleagues. Just because someone's subscribed to Doodle or Jess doesn't mean they can't watch me as well. So they're not competitors, I just want to build them up. Okay, and anyway, back to my point. Look at other motovloggers in your niche and see what's working for them. I can keep talking more about the YouTube algorithm and how it relates to us specifically as motovloggers, but instead of going on that tangent, just let me know down in the comments if you really want me to make that type of video, and I'll do it. Number 5. Some people aren't going to like what I have to say about this. You have to have a freaking personality. I myself struggle with this every single day. I mean, I've had an actual family member tell me that I have no personality and that I'm miserable to be around. That's another story. As it relates to my channel, I use my personality and then some. I share my genuine personality, but bigger. You're probably wondering what I'm talking about. Basically, you take your personality that you have every day, that's right here, and you emphasize it to where it's up here. You want to be as charismatic as possible. 3 things I always look to do in my videos are make a joke. I'm always awkward, but I tend to embrace it in my videos. And I try to be more fun in my videos. I'm way more enthusiastic than I am in person. Way more enthusiastic. Honestly, in person, if you ever meet me, I probably won't say very much because I'm extremely socially awkward and I never know what to say. That's awesome. Let me share one insight to the YouTube algorithm. This really should be common knowledge, but it's not. Going to someone's channel that you want to support. Let's say you go to a fellow motovlogger's YouTube channel and you want to support them, but you're not necessarily intrigued with what they're talking about in that specific video. Hypothetically speaking, you click on the video, you click like, and you comment an emoji, and then you click away. This does not help their channel at all. Okay, maybe a little bit, because the comment and the like does tell YouTube that someone's interested, but when you only watch 30 seconds of a 10-minute video or 5 seconds of a 5-minute video, it completely kills their viewer retention rating. YouTube wants viewers to stay on YouTube. It's business. So when the YouTube algorithm picks up that your favorite motovlogger's video has a lower audience retention rating, that doesn't make the algorithm happy. So if you've ever done this, try to rethink it next time. And instead of watching a few seconds of that motovlogger's video, play the whole video. Push play and mute your audio. If you really want to support that one specific motovlogger, playing through the entire video, in addition to liking and commenting, will help the viewer retention rating of that video on that specific motovlogger's channel, thus making YouTube happy. And now I want to focus on one specific person, Her Two Wheels. Jess knows what she's doing. She's in marketing. This is what she does. This is what she's always done. Not YouTube specifically, but she understands how algorithms work. She's been able to use the YouTube algorithm to her benefit. That's how she's gotten so many subscribers so fast. It's not because of clickbait. She's genuine. At least I think she is. I've never met her in person, but I've talked to her on Instagram and she seems super nice. So yeah, Jess knows what she's doing. All of the tips, all of the advice that I've shared in this video, Jess has put into practice, and it has worked for her. She understands exactly what she's doing when she's doing it. I really want to know everyone's feedback on this topic. Do you want more videos like this? Do you want me to share more resources for you guys? Because I've already done my research. Have you? Some of these topics are kind of controversial. No one really talks about the hard stuff about being a motovlogger. They always talk about how tight-knit the community is and how awesome it is to meet other motovloggers and meet other people and grow your own community. But how much work really does it take to get to that point? That's what I'm sharing today. I want to thank everyone for making it this far in this video. Be sure to check back next week. Subscribe if you haven't, because I'm back on the YouTube grind and I have got content for you. Please remember, be nice to each other because you never know what people are going through. And for now, ride safe.